Continuing with our flood coverage now right across northern New South Wales and through parts of Queensland. We heard from the Deputy Commissioner from the State Emergency Services in New South Wales a little earlier, Mark Morrow. This is what he had to say.
Yeah, clearly it's that one in Lismore, but there's another couple of things we're looking at. One is isolations more broadly across that broader area, so areas that surround the major towns that have got low-level flooding where roads have cut. We're trying to quantify just how many people are isolated and for how long they're likely to be isolated. And of course the other issue for us is we continue to get requests from people that remain in those evacuation areas where the water is slowly residing, but they've decided now that they've had enough, despite the fact they were asked to leave to start with. They're asking us to move them out. So we're up at around 450 to 460 flood rescues now. We quantify those what you could call assisted evacuations out of an area under order as a flood rescue, because that's what it is. They're in a flooding situation and they want to be rescued.
Yeah, disastrous scenes coming out of northern New South Wales where residents are returning to homes and businesses in the township of Lismore. We do still have major flooding occurring across many river catchments, in particular the Fitzroy, where the river is expected to peak at 9.4 metres on Wednesday. This will force the evacuation of the township of Rockhampton. We also have major flooding continuing at the Logan River catchment and through New South Wales and Queensland at the McIntyre and Weir. In terms of the satellite image behind me, some good news in terms of the weather situation. Now, the weather has completely eased back in terms of rainfall, winds and even surf conditions since Thursday and Friday when we were tracking ex-tropical cyclone Debbie. Little to no cloud cover on the satellite image behind me apart from the speckled cloud in the south. I'll touch on that in just a moment. But as for Debbie, it has well and truly moved offshore. There it is. There you can see that intense area of low pressure indicating ex-tropical cyclone Debbie. We do, however, in its wake have a moist southerly, which is onshore. And as a result, we have coastal showers up and down the New South Wales coastline. Wollongong, it's been a bit of a wet 24 hours. Very light falls, though, only around 7 millimetres in the gauge. And Newcastle has also seen an additional 1 to 2 millimetres. These are our totals since 9 a.m, so Ulladulla seeing around 0.8. Little to no rainfall for you in Sydney, Newcastle 3. But some great news for the flood-affected regions of the north coast and the northern inland, also the southern interior of Queensland. No rainfall has fallen since Friday, so some great news there. Onshore winds will deliver showers up and down the coastline today, in particular east of the ranges for New South Wales. They will become more frequent about the northern half of the coast, those yellow arrows indicating the strong to gale force winds. So we do have rough surf conditions continuing today for the southern facing beaches in Queensland and northern New South Wales. My advice, steer clear from the coastline and please do not drive in flood affected areas. As Mark Morrow did say, they have responded to over 460 flood rescues now. And if you do require the assistance of the SES, the number to call is 132500. In an emergency, always dial 000.